Let's hop right to it. Here's how I style my tapered cut. I 2-strand twist my hair using the Do Be Girl Collection Honey Setting Foam. I like to do this on damp hair after I've washed and conditioned my hair on wash day, and the only thing I put in my hair, I don't use a leave-in, all I use is the Nourish and Shine Restorative Butter. I go to sleep and I take them out the next day. I love the way the perm rods give me a chunky curl to the ends, that's why I use them. And at my current length, the yellow perm rods work the best. Next up is oiling my hair down, oiling my hands down. This part is really important to reduce frizz and to create that high shine that I love. I'm using a Carol's Daughter oil, but honestly, any oil will do. And just remember that even though you rub it into your palms, rub it into your fingertips because you're taking out your 2-strand twist with your fingers. Here's another thing I do to reduce frizz. So not only am I just taking out the 2-strand twist, but I'm actually unraveling each strand. So if that makes sense, I'm trying to kind of unravel it so they don't feel like ropes, like they're not so tightly wound that when I run a comb or a pick through it, it doesn't get frizzy. This step is really important because when it's too tight, you start to yank your hair. That's not good. This is what it looks like when it's done. I know it looks crazy because I've done nothing to the sides and the back, but baby, we about to take it up a notch. Before you do this step, make sure you do not have any 2-strand twists left because that will suck. That will also make your hair super frizzy, but you see how the comb just kind of glides right up and through? That's because I've unraveled them enough. The comb isn't gonna get snagged on a coil that's like tightly wound. I think the comb also glides right through because my hair is properly moisturized and the oil also provides slip. Now let's hydrate the back and the sides. I use this continuous spray bottle by Mousse. I mean, you can get any continuous spray bottle. They're all the same, but this is just a great way to hydrate your hair so that it's prepped for the gel. Right now, I'm just checking to make sure that I actually got every piece of my hair in the back wet. Next up, it's time for Big Papa. Now that I've been using this gel for nearly 3 months, I can honestly say it's not only good because it's very effective at defining my curls without flaking or without making it crunchy or hard, but I just realized I'm still in the same bottle. That's pretty impressive. A little goes a long way. Now, once I can feel that every part of my hair in the back and on the sides is coated with the gel, I go in and grab my hair and I just kind of smooth it through to make sure, again, all of the gel is in each section of the hair. This particular area, I try to leave it blank, even though I messed up. I did get some gel on it, but it's important to leave that part of the perimeter of my hair blank so that when I do go in with edge control, it's not competing with the gel because the edge control or the hair wax that I use does not play friendly with the gel. And if at any point I feel like there's a spot that feels a little bit too dry, there's not enough product, I just go back in and add more, but I just make sure I get all the way up to the top, use a comb now to just rake it through before I actually start finger coiling it. And finger coiling is super easy. I just twirl a little piece of hair around my finger one time, so it's not a whoop whoop, it's just a whoop. And that is what defines my curls. And over time, you just see that the curls just start to really pop. And what's really important is that for the back of my hair, I actually use the palm of my hand. You're gonna see, I'm gonna pop it on the screen, but I use the palm of my hand to just rub the back of the nape of my hair so that it kind of chunks up and curls on its own. And that's kind of like a good basis for how I can go in and pick out which section I want to use with my fingers to coil it around my fingers. But just using the palm is really effective for that area because I feel like it cuts the time in like half. And once I'm done with all the finger coiling, it's time to style my edges. So I use Gummy. It is a styling hair wax found on Amazon in an edge brush. You do not need a lot. In general, most edge controls do not use a lot because you are going to get that white residue and all that buildup. So just put it on your edges slightly generously, but not too much. And as you can see right here by the sideburns, I put a little bit too much gel in that area, so it's going to be harder to slick. It's going to curl up more. But then I just work it between my fingers and the brush, and I just shape it based on how I like my hairline to look. This part of the step is very individualized. It's all about your preference. And one thing about this edge control is that it is extremely effective. Now, I don't need or care for my hair while it's tapered to look this slick the entire day. So I do not follow up with like a wig band or like a scarf to really set and lay the edges. But if I did, baby, they would stay just like this. I just like them to be more tamed and more groomed. And as the day goes on, it is going to slightly, I don't want to say curl up, but it's not going to be this like slick and shiny. But that's okay for me. I'm totally fine with that. If I wanted to wear a wig band and have that aesthetic, keep this aesthetic, I would. But this is pretty much it. I just fluff, put my fingers in it, working from the root and trying to avoid the tips as much as possible and making sure that, you know, there's no dents or obvious indentations of where I use the gel and where I use the mousse. And now it's time for makeup because I'm about to head out the door. That is the entire look. I will tag all the products below so that you can shop and recreate this look on yourself. I'm Sisi Nike. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. subscribe to my channel.